So you guys,
Such world jazz. What's up?
you know how usually I have sake,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh my god, you guys, don't worry, I got sake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this past
I
weekend
generally
hasn't-
worry when you do have sake, but continue.
Okay, well, you'll be very happy then. This past weekend has not been kind to me. Gastrointestinally. And so instead of sake, today I have Jell-O.
Jell-O's not
Is
a
it-
drink. Wait, is it Jell-O
is-
shots?
It is not Jell-O shots.
You know that those aren't drinks either.
Yeah, but like they're kind of like drinks. They're like drinks in the sense that they have alcohol, much like sake.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good Jell-O, or is it that green garbage that you like so much?
It is good Jell-O, meaning green Jell-O.
No.
Wait, you
so
actually like green Jell-O? How does Cotillion know this and I don't know this? Wait, are you guys secretly talking about Jell-O behind my back?
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah?
Vasco, you may want to equip somebody with the scratch damage gun.
No, I don't need your advice at all.
Oh.
Look at them
Wow.
with their guns. They have them.
You got me there.
Right? How can you even argue me, bro? Don't add me. So... It's her, the one Does anyone else hate this town? Like, there aren't a lot of things I, like, truly hate in this game, and hate's really a strong word. But, like, this town is so stupid to me. Like, why does it exist?
Yeah,
Well,
it
so
really serves no purpose.
I have mixed feelings because wait, go back for a sec. Go back to that corner.
You like this
On
poster?
the one hand, I agree. Like, fuck this town. It has no point other than be another place to go to talk to people. It's really pretty. Like, look at that building with those bricks and shit. Like,
I agree with you, but you know what else about it? Like, it doesn't exactly feel like it's in the same world. Like, it has the big gears, like, up top, but if you
Right.
removed those, like, I would honestly think this is closer to, like, a Professor Layton game in terms of art style than, like, Resonance of Fate. And even
I
then,
trust you.
Professor Layton has some weird steampunk shit in it.
Yeah.
I would like to just point out that somebody is selling cowboys.
mm-hmm.
True. Also, like, what does that poster on the right actually say? Like, what is for lease? It looks like it says, for wise hells. And I don't understand what that means. But there's definitely, like, a creepy, like, demon with some goggles on it or something.
If you move, can you move the lamppost out of the way?
No, I tried that while we were
No.
talking. It doesn't work.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, I can... Is there, like,
Oh.
an angle at which it makes
For
more
wise
sense? It doesn't
heads.
look like it. Okay. I couldn't quite tell with the glare
Something-
of the lamp.
Something hats for wise heads.
Wise hats?
I don't know.
It's that one person. Some time ago, I was chased around this level by some horrid machines. In the confusion, I somehow lost my billboard. A merchant is simply lost without one. After a lot of hard work, I finally managed to find it. Sitting on top of some tinny machine's head, it's posing as a merchant with my billboard. Please get back my billboard.
That street sign is a license plate.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's
I
true.
It's a
understand what
Minnesota
that
license
means.
plate.
How can you fucking tell that?
Yeah, I can read it. Minnesota. It says 10,000 lakes on
I
it.
guess there is
so-
some, like, quality degradation even on SharePlay. I can't make that out.
I can definitely make it out. Also,
I think Tech is
especially
just
on
making
my
it up.
my new
What's that?
4K HDR TV.
Hey, look, exclamation marks. Boo, boo, boo.
Boo boo boo.
So how's that TV going for you?
It's pretty fucking sweet. I'll tell you what.
What will you tell me?
That is sweet.
Oh. Oh.
Also, Jell-O is good.
Good Jell-O is good.
I mean, good Jell-O is fine. I don't even know that I'd say good Jell-O is good.
I mean, there are moments in my life when I want Jell-O. This is one of them.
My parents used to.
How about coldies? Do you want coldies now?
No, I'm over that shit.
Stop!
My parents used to cut up like bananas and apples and stuff and put it in the Jell-O.
Huh.
It was really good.
I mean, that's a thing, right?
It's a thing people do. as evidenced by my parents.
It's a thing you can do. Why would I fucking do that?
You know, I was wondering that too, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
I don't need your advice! I'm just going to
wasn't
run
gonna say
and jump
anything.
and shoot! And be wrong like all the time!
It is his forte.
Being wrong all the time?
Run,
My
jump,
secret
shoot,
technique!
Pew pew pew. You cannot explode him because he is not made of explosive barrel, but instead made
No,
of
but I
shock.
could blow up this guy. But like, you only need like one bullet to fucking explode those guys.
You should do a try
the
attack.
one just-
Oh.
I should do a try attack. I just need one of them to cooperate. Hey, barrel guy! You mind running and jumping and gunsing with me?
I would love to see that. I wish you, like, instead of outfits, you could, like, do skins of, like, the enemies in the game as, like, bonus content or something.
It would be funny if there was just like some way to like
So,
integrate
just-
that
Yeah.
into like the combat system, because like I don't know, the combat system is so weird in its like simple complexity. It's like once you understand it, there aren't like all that many things. I don't know, maybe that's a stupid thing to say, because like you're still always trying to remember like bezels and placement and jumping at the right time and shit like that. But like, I don't know, it doesn't feel taxing like you're like, oh, I have to remember like 80 different like systems in this game all at once or whatever.
Yeah, it's true, but I think part of that is just experience. I mean, I remember when we first, like, actually learned how to play the game, which was, like, our second playthrough, that...
I think technically speaking, it was like the very end of our first playthrough, and then we decided we should probably start over.
Yeah, like, it's sort of, this, I don't remember what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember when we first got there, that I was like, oh, like, what do I do? How do I triangles again? Like, where am I going?
But that's what, like, my point is explicitly, like, that it's like once you, like, learn the system, like, once you know, like, try attacks. Like, there's a lot of things that go into try attacks, but then you just, like, know what they are.
Right.
I don't know. There's some games where, like, I mean, and this game does have like elemental bullshit too. But you know, there's some games where it's like, all right, I did all that, but like, wait, now like that guy's on an ice square and that does something, and I have to something else.
Yeah.
And like, this game doesn't really have that. It's like, do you understand triangles? Y/N.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. He's actually
You
right.
guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah, they definitely don't do that. Oh, man.
Hey, you want to fight that boss square with 2 people?
This sounds so good. Super pro elite hacks. Whoa.
Does it sound better or worse than Green Jell-O?
That sounds so much better because it's so good. Actually, no, it sounds terrible. It sounds way worse than Green Jell-O. I love Green Jell-O. Screw you guys. It's great.
You know, it's not that you like green Jell-O, it's that you think red Jell-O, cherry Jell-O is gross. Who
It
doesn't
is.
like cherry things?
So, cherry things.
I
The
don't
artificial
understand how like the
flavoring.
majority of people don't just agree that cherry is like the best like fruit flavor of thing.
No, it's gross. So okay. Here's why. Because my exposure to the artificial cherry flavor
Yeah.
was exclusively medicine. So I associate the cherry flavor with medicine, with cough medicine.
But the whole purpose of that is to make medicine tolerable, because it's generally horrible and cherry is the best.
Well, they have
Mineral
done
item? Yes.
they
Yes,
have
my
considered-
precious billboard! You got it back from the horrid machine. Now I can get back to business as usual. Which, what the fuck does that look like in this Forsaken town literally known as Forsaken? Also, I still object to the fact that this billboard is like, I don't know, like 3 feet tall or something? Whatever. Does she actually give you bargains? I never fucking come back to this place, because why
No.
would I? Because this place is
No.
Forsaken.
No.
That was weird. It did not give me control back for like a surprisingly long amount of time.
Oh, you wanted to control things?
Evidently.
I think you should check the board, but I think we're done.
Probably.
I kind of want to save and then fight the boss square.
If you want to do that, you go right ahead, friend. You are in charge.
If you hate yourself, you go for it.
You are
Hey,
both. Oh,
we got some rounds. Ooh, and a multi-aid. That's better than a single aid.
it's. Yes, sure.
I assume. I assume that's how that works. Either of you guys watched the Oscars last night? Hashtag finally dating this episode?
Not at all. Actually, that's not true. I'm lying a little bit. The professor and I watched the opening act of Queen, the video, before we went to bed, but that was it.
Oh no, wait, this is faster.
Opening act of Queen?
Yeah, Queen opened
Yeah,
the Oscars.
Queen opened for the Oscars.
How?
Because of the Bohemian Rhapsody. Which, hey, conveniently, we've talked about that on here, so it's like continuity.
Right, but so the people from the movie,
No, Queen themselves.
No,
the
like
actual
Queen.
that's not a thing.
So Queen still performs. The lead singer changes sometimes, apparently. But it was at least for that show, another guy whose name I forget, who
Lambert.
Adam Lambert, apparently.
What?
According
As the lead singer in?
Hey, that name
No,
is
I'm not
familiar.
gonna-
Who is he lead singer of, Adam Lambert?
I don't know.
He's just Adam Lambert.
Okay.
Oh,
I think he was like on American Idol a few years ago or something.
yeah. I
Oh,
believe
is
he
that
was.
why I would know that name?
I don't want to get into it, but I object to any group being called Queen without Freddie Mercury, and we'll just leave it at that.
I mean, I don't even feel like that's an extremely controversial stance, but... Oh, guys. I
Wow.
found a bezel shard. This is why you always hex your vegetables.
Yep, hex away.
Indeed.
So speaking of hashtag dating this episode, I played a game of Magic on Arena with Cat Dreaming recently.
Yeah. How long did that game take? Were you actually paying attention? It seemed like,
I didn't.
several years.
I didn't time it, but it was easily over an hour.
This might work.
I don't know about this.
This might work.
They have.
It might work.
Oh. Or yeah, that could happen.
I believe in you. Anyway, first question. Are we aware of Cat Dreaming's gender? Because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to use their own pronoun.
Fairly certain male.
Okay. We're
Or
going to
at
go
least
with
I've
that.
never been corrected based on that general presumption?
In my brain, I think I've always read their username as Cat Girl Dreaming, and I'm not sure why.
Okay.
Anyway.
Something weird is happening where I'm just moving the stick forward, and that's causing the weapon to change, and that's not even close to the button for that.
Is that what you wanted?
Something weird is happening.
Anyway, it was a time, and I was baffled by the way the game went. It was great. Anyway, good on you,
fun?
Cat Dreaming. Whatever your preferred pronoun may be.
Did you have fun?
I think the pronoun is cat.
Yes, I believe it was fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Who
so-
else would we ask?
Well, so here's the thing. So this was the start of my awful evening. That turned into me being up all night, being very sick. So I wasn't feeling great. It was a good distraction. I wasn't yet aware of the hell that would later befall me. So
Gotcha.
my experience is tainted slightly by the rest of the evening.
Tainted experience.
Yeah.
That sounds like something from Mega Man Battle Network. Oh my god, stop. Stop doing that. This is totally working. Like, I didn't expect this to work this well. But I think it was contingent on me figuring out that the correct thing to do was stop using direct damage hero actions. But that makes this, like, trivially easy.
It actually works out really well because they're so short, so you can just shoot over them and they can't get in each other's way. Like, that could have gone really poorly just now had it been taller. Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous, though. Like, there was a point where I was, like, above 60 life, and Cat was down to, like, 13 life, 8 life, something like that. And
got a perfect
played.
Nice.
So I had what's it called? Resplendent Angel. So I was making all these. I was making all these angels, and hitting him for a bunch. But he had 2 of Johnny's. What's it called?
Welcome?
Like 1 mana.
He really likes a Johnny Welcome.
Yeah. So he had 2 of those. And was, like, recurring a guy from the graveyard who, like, made a spirit. And so he was basically just, like, gaining a whole bunch of life every turn, but I was whittling him down by, like, 10, 20 life a turn at the same time. So I was, like, about to get there, and then he played a Wrath spell. I don't even recognize this one. A black-white Wrath spell I'd never seen before.
Kaya's Wrath.
Probably. And I, like, had 1 creature in hand. I had the 5-cost vampire guy who, like, whenever you gain life, your opponent loses life.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, well, I got a 4/4 and I can survive, and I did not survive.
We have pills, you know.
I started from, like, 60-something life.
Dang.
Who is this woman? Is she a cardinal? I don't remember this character.
Yeah, I don't recognize her.
She's got kind of a fancy, like, cardinal-esque jacket, but, like, I don't fucking remember, like, doing a job for this lady.
Let's see.
We haven't done a job for her.
A blended malt.
That's not my question, because I'm willing to presume that we have future knowledge of spoiler shit, because it's, like, the 8th time we've ever played this game.
She is a cardinal. I don't recall what her name is, though. The funny thing is...
Do you do a job for her? Because I don't remember doing a job for her, is my point.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, in the other playlist of this on the RC channel, you actually, on this cutscene, you knew what her name was because you had just recently looked at the wiki page. And Tech was blown away.
Obviously.
I have no memory of that, but I would definitely be blown away had anyone known her name.
At the same time, I envy
Well, wait, if you know enough to know that trivia fact, Cotillion, how do you not remember what her name is?
Yeah, fair question.
Because it's been just long enough that I don't recall what her name is, but I do recall you knowing
Humans
her
are
name.
trapped in a cage called Basel and live only by the grace of Zenith. Zenith.
This should be the first cutscene of the game.
How I wish I could remain by your side.
Yeah,
I feel
you're
like this would
definitely right.
explain everything.
I mean, no, but
I mean, it would do just as good a job as anything else.
it's fair.
I wonder if you could speak, what answers would you have for me? The purpose of art is not to speak, but to incite speech.
She just gets up, like, real close to his face and goes, like, Anteater!
This is better.
And he's just like, what does that mean?
Alone is the purpose of its existence.
So
We've been in the sky town of Basel for so long, anteaters don't exist up here.
with reference to the previous scene, where he's drinking, and she's like, "Oh, you have good taste for drinking instead of doing pills," and then she, like, proceeds to, like, talk about the booze.
I thought she was offering him pills, though. Like, I don't feel like she was, like... I don't think she was, like, decrying him for considering pills. I just don't think he wanted pills. I think she was saying he had taste because she liked the alcohol he was drinking.
Right. So, the point I'm trying to make is, I feel as though...
Not enough people are into pills?
I feel as
Is that
though
a thing you're saying?
Let me finish my goddamn sentence.
Okay.
There's been a couple different... I'm not sure if it's just games or if it's games and anime, but I feel like a number of times when encountering Japanese culture, the like references to alcohol, like they sound like they're being made by like an 18-year-old who like thinks they're like an alcohol snob and knows a lot about alcohol. Like it's just very surfacey, but also like super, what's the word? Like worshipy.
I think I sort of get your point.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, alcohol is so amazing. Here, let me describe the basics of this alcohol. And like, this alcohol is old and so is good. It always feels...
This might be like a gross generalization, but is it possible that like because it is an island nation, other types of alcohol are generally less common there, and so like there's not as much familiarity with non-local alcohols, like
maybe. I don't know. I just found it interesting. Maybe there's something that's lost in translation. I don't know.
The only thing I can for you.
Is the only thing you can do pills? Is pills the theme? Tech?
Milady.
There you go.
I got there eventually.
FYI, her name is Veronique.
You're making that up.
Nope. Well, this website might be, but...
Ooh. Never play this game with a Sicilian. I've learned that.
Happy birthday, Leanne.
So grainy.
I really thought this would be the year. I guess I have to wait a little longer. Oh, well.
For her to die?
I was so looking forward to my death day, which is like technically a thing that exists in this world with the clock god of Zenith.
I wonder how everyone's doing.
Dead.
Yeah, right?
You want to leave, don't you?
Of course! I'm already looking forward to next Christmas.
Is it because last Christmas you gave him your heart? We're going full on wham here?
If I were to tell you, you can leave this year.
You mean it?
You should get ready right away.
Right away?
Yes. Now.
That's a very big difference from sooner than a year from now.
Don't you understand? I want you out.
Will you?
You're right.
Will you still help me with my studies once I'm gone?
Sure, if you like.
If I get in a fight, will you come scold me?
Sure, if you like.
I'll probably get in more trouble while you're asleep, so will you take naps somewhere close by?
Sure.
What a weird...
You
so
big
weird.
liar!
Leanne's
But you
character
will
is
come to visit
slightly
on my next
problematic.
birthday, right?
I have to imagine that this dialogue is not great because of translation.
I mean, most of the dialogue in this game is not great because of, like, mediocre localization, but, like...
Yeah.
I'll be here waiting for you.
Oh,
Ooh.
stray
One of those
quote.
wild quotes.
What happened? What did I miss?
A quotation mark got its own line again.
I missed it.
Jell-O?
No, I looked away for like a hot second.
Merry Christmas!
How do they celebrate Christmas if their god is a clock?
What do you think you're doing?
Maybe it's not on December 25th. Maybe it's whatever day the god clock was born.
I mean, I guess Japan kind of celebrates Christmas without a religious implication of any kind, so that sort of checks out.
You watch your tongue, you're a...
How can he do that? His eyes are, like, situated in his head in such a way they can't look at the tongue.
What should I do with her?
I can see my tongue.
I want to see that world. A world
I was sticking my tongue out a bunch, you guys.
as they want.
I can't see it.
I see
I'm
it.
not convinced you have a tongue.
Let her go.
I'm just gonna take this book that's not mine.
Her fate is the same either way.
Now punch each other. It'll amuse me. I like how he's like, let her go. No, wait. Pick her up and take her outside. That's the same thing.
My last year?
I don't don't know
that's
why
not
would take that at face value in that situation, though. Like, why would he
Yeah.
know that?
Leanne.
Am I dying?
Yes.
Huh? Well, what are you talking about? You'll be fine.
She's definitely better as a blonde.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And you're not dying.
And I'm not saying that because I have like a thing for blondes or anything. Like I think brunettes are wonderful too. I just don't think she looks good as a brunette.
I have a preference towards brunettes, and I still think she's better as a blonde.
How did it go?
Some people are just suited one way or another.
Morella's fridge.
Not that she can't dye her hair black if she wants to. I'm just saying.
Although she figured out we switched the wine on her.
It's your own damn fault.
But why are there no consequences for that?
You're right, there aren't. I was just wondering that.
Heard me, let's go.
It's always bothered me. I feel like I've probably mentioned it before, too. Boobie boobie boo.
Not bad, not bad.
Use two at once. This is a good question I forgot about. Seriously? Does that even work? How can one even use two guns? 2 hands? I've had 2 hands this whole time? What else have you been hiding from me, Vacheron? Of course it works. Gives you double the bullets for double the damage. Don't think about where the bullets come from, though. We don't pay money. May as well give it a try. So the last time we did this, didn't the walkthrough I was looking at suggest that you don't do that? I think it did.
Really?
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
forget
right.
what the specific reason was, though.
Probably because you have to strip one or both of the guns.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
you have to strip both of them, but you know what I mean.
You'd have to
Like
strip, eh? Huh?
Like
eh?
for weight reasons or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, in order to hold both, you definitely can't have, like, all the possible things on it at this point in the game.
Well, fuck that then.
I mean, we've done it in the past. I don't feel like we had significant issues, but there's a logic there.
It also like requires effort.
Why did it unequip all of his accessories? Well,
I don't,
yeah.
just to give us access to them or whatever? I swear this is not what I gave him. And you're still...
Yeah.
Should it be him? I think it should be Vacheron.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely with this. Because,
That
like,
seems right.
because
Yeah, I mean,
we
it
only
should
have 2 characters, one that has the ability to scratch or direct damage, being a scratch damage character with a grenade box definitely seems like the person who should be frozen
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So... give him the flame-resistant vest, and that makes sense.
Just give him 2 auto triggers. Pull the trigger twice both times. Every time.
I mean, he has 2 hands. Let's not forget about that.
Says
Okay,
you.
we did it.
Prove it.
They call them fingers, but have you ever seen them thing?
Whoop, there they go.
Isn't this you, Tech? I think this is you.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh, Zephyr! How is she? Oh god, is Leanne going to be alright? What? She just has a cold. I guess you're too busy to visit today, then. I'll come back another time.
Run away! I like to imagine, you know, like all those times in, like, Batman stories where, like, Commissioner Gordon's on the roof and he's, like, saying something dramatic in response to whatever Batman said, and when he looks around, like, Batman's just fucking gone already. I like to imagine that in that moment where you don't see Batman, that's how he's leaving.
I like that.
Batman
I will also
away!
imagine that. He just flails his arm up above his head.
I can't believe he's Gotham's protector.
What have we here?
What have we here? Do you think me beautiful?
Oh god.
That didn't answer my question. Fashion check. Oh, this is the one where you, this is the one Cotillion was talking about earlier.
No, I think we did that.
No, because this is the outfits one. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the outfits one.
Maybe so.
Gosh, where could we find these people? And then also,
no
Rebel
one
Suppression
knows.
3.
Well.
Hey, listen.
Oh.
Hey, listen! Tee-hee! Exercising is hard, but fun! I can't wait to walk by myself again! Someone else see this guy.
I don't think we've ever talked to the young miss.
I don't think we have either. I was startled when that was an option.
Who does Burnell?
It's you again. Perhaps you can help me once more. We're considering a pharmacological regimen for the young miss, you see.
Ooh, baby. Pills.
Has she tried alcohol? Because...
Oh, that's a good point.
Of course, I don't expect you to prepare medicine. That would be preposterous.
It would be preposterous.
Sorry,
If
that
you know
board
of a
took a little
skilled...
chuckle.
If you know of a skilled pharmacist, I would like you to introduce me. Could you pass on my business card if you know of a top-flight pharmacist?
I only know of a sassy pharmacist, and I really doubt that it would be helpful here. Business card, parentheses farm, ×1.
Alright. Well, I think we're gonna have to have someone pass that along in the next episode.
Look at his, like, fucking jaunty-ass stance. And I like how, if you, like, move him any amount, he immediately, like, reflexes back into it.
Contraposto!
That's some serious style, dog.
Mm-hmm. He's got swag.
Join us for more swag next time!
See you then.
Someone also needs to, like, mod this game so that you can play as, like, 3 cardinals.
No, 2
one
cardinals
and
the little girl. Yeah. Garigliano, Barbarella, and the little girl.
No. Garigliano. Oh, that's a great point. He is technically also a cardinal, even though he doesn't really act like one.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So Garigliano, Pater, and then what's his Gelzy, the guy from the mine. That would be the fucking best. That would be so stupid.